Yes.
Now, here's the thing. So Mia posted on her Instagram that I know you're in with the Potomac Housewives. You're our Potomac correspondent officially. That she, right, it's some bad news. And some of the stuff she posted was a little strange. Like her doctor called and said, we have a bad test. We need you to get to Johns Hopkins immediately. Like, I mean, I've had cancer in my family. I don't really think that's how it works. Just, so I'm not, just there's some issues with like the statement. Well, I don't know. They don't just,
Oh,
I mean, listen, if it's bad news, I mean, doctors usually are like, listen, we need to set up a meeting. Now it's a phone call or a Zoom, but it's not usually like, go over there to the cancer center and they'll handle this. Like it's usually some serious phone call. I don't know. But she hasn't really said she has cancer, right? It's a very vague, like, things are tough for me and G, and we got this diagnosis, but she never uses those words. I mean, it sounds like she has cancer. That's what it sounds like to me, which, there was speculation that she wasn't going to be back on the Housewives anyway. Do you know this? I don't necessarily agree with that. I think she would have been back. There was speculation that she may not be interested, which I also don't believe, that they may be letting her go. I think she would have been back, but I bet you that I don't know. Do you share this real life thing, which is so big, and this is bigger than the damn show? Do you share that with people? Maybe. Or does this say, like, guys, I have to go, like, take care of myself? Like, this is
well,
real.
to your point, maybe she's not revealing what kind of cancer it is because she is filming. So she can't give the specific diagnosis because we're going to find out on the show.
But have they started filming Potomac? I don't think so.
Oh, I know you keep saying that.
I mean,
And we
when did they start filming? I know, no,
no,
they
I
haven't.
have heard you and I've heard the same thing. They're getting ready to film, so they aren't filming yet. Oh,
Which
okay.
again leads me to, when something ends and it's the right mix. Well, first of all, back in the day when Housewives ended, you got your contract within 2 weeks and then they started filming. Good, bad, ugly. The train was leaving. You had 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then so they did that now with Salt Lake. They started filming that day, Beverly Hills that day. But Potomac is now in the OC, Atlanta, New York, everything category where something is being figured out. They didn't start, if they had thought they had magic in a bottle when Potomac ended last season, they would have started filming right away or said, this person's out and that person's in, let's go. That's what it used to be. Even
I
when
know.
even when Monique quit last minute. I ain't coming back. Screw you. You screwed me at the reunion. They found Mia and had that train running within 2 to 3 weeks because there was so much tension that they ended with, something is going on in Potomac. I'm sorry. If they were like, this is a great cast, we need to change out one person, Robin. I'm sorry, Robin, but that's my vote. They would be filming now, and they're not filming. And so Candiace could text you all that she wants and tell you that she's getting ready to film. Miss Dillard, I call BS. I don't buy it. I don't buy that everyone knows. I don't think anyone knows anything yet.
All right.
Not
All
not
right.
coming after you, Candy gal. Come on my show. Love the music, Candy gal.
Yeah,
So right, you're reading it, and Mia never said she has cancer. I mean,
you're
if she
correct.
does, my heart goes out to her and her family. Depending upon the type of cancer, I mean, there's having had cancer in my there's bad cancer, and then there's very bad cancer, and then there's like this is the like
Treatable cancer. Yes. Yes. Like it's,
terminal. And so, like,
yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
at some point you have to say the fame isn't worth it, guys. Like, this is life. So I just hope that she, whatever it is, realizes, like, you have to make decisions based on real things here. Like, this
Yeah.
fame and getting your picture taken and people talking about you, like, is not, it's not what keeps you happy at night. So
Yeah.
my
Good
heart goes
point.
out to her. There is this thing that's looming, and hopefully we're going to find out soon. And hopefully we're going to find out about Potomac casting soon, because it's not filming. I smell,
I
I
can't
smell
wait.
something is happening. Something is happening. Do I
I
think
can't
it's
wait
going to
to hear
start filming before New York City? Fuck yes. At this rate, just let's
it.
not even talk about it. Let's just take a breather from New York for a minute. I mean, well, okay, so it's March. I still believe New York is going to start filming in the fall. I'm sticking by that. I'm sticking by my cast predictions. I think the fall is when New York is going to start filming. So we have a minute. which means
Which,
New
by
York
the
will
way,
be have
they
been off
did.
our radar for 2 years. Yes. Are you going to talk about New York?
Talk about, yes, the press that you just got, you were getting picked out by bloggers from our conversation. Tell everybody.
I mean, well, first of all, if you're going to pick us up, give us fucking credit, you insecure pieces of shit.
Yeah, I
So
never
disgusting.
get tagged. You get tagged and then you get on there and you're like, fucking tag me. And they all tag you. And then I'm like, I got to get in there and go fucking tag me.
And like, I don't even need it. Like, sorry, we're in like real magazines over here, like People in Vanity Fair, not to toot our own horn, but it's just a bunch of insecure fucking people. Just, I give credit when you and I picked that thing up that day from Bravo, and then someone said, no, this originally was from Sherelle's World. Someone said that. I said, great. I didn't really even know what Sherelle's World was, but I'm like, shout out Sherelle's World. This is where we found it. Go listen to Sherelle. I'm not insecure. My show is great. It's booming. Every show should be booming. So just grow a fucking pair and don't be insecure, people. But yes, our little chat about New York got picked up everywhere. And it's like, now apparently it's gospel. So I mean, this fact that Bravo doesn't call me every other day and say like, listen, you're not getting any more of our people. We're not working with you. You're a fucking troublemaker. But I'm not. I'm just giving you my opinion. And I mean, my opinion doesn't have to be right, but it usually is. I'm sorry. It's close. It's at least close.
And I don't think they're ever going to call you and say that because they need people to talk about these shows. I mean, the amount of online chatter about Bravo and they have to, they need every viewer.
The numbers ain't great, guys. But you know what? Here's the thing with Bravo. Do you want to know the real thing about you want to go behind the velvet rope of Bravo? Here's the bottom line. Just from someone who deals with them on an hourly basis, guys, like, you know, for bookings. And the bottom line is, you know, here, I'll give you, they don't care about anything at all when you're involved in working with them, except breaking the fourth wall. That's it. Look, they're doing it more on the show now. They're doing it more. And I forgot what housewife I had, but like, we had such an interesting conversation of like, the world is different now. We think there's like, I think, and this housewife agreed with me, I forgot which housewife was, the fourth wall should be broken all the time, like all the time in these shows. Like we're in a different world now. Like we are hating each other on Twitter, this housewife. Like, so it's almost like you should break the fourth wall more, because that's how the real world works, rather than pretend that these are like real people. I mean, they are real people, but it's that breaking of the fourth. It's like, listen, when the Kardashians crossed over and they showed Kim with 8 billion paparazzi around her walking down the street, I'm like, it's about fucking time. Kim Kardashian's famous. So they should just break the fourth wall more, but that's Bravo's hotspot. It's like, in dealing with them, like if I'm gonna have an interview and Bravo's listening or whatever, it's like they don't care if you start shit between Candiace and Ashley. They don't. You could be a shit dirty get in that mud with all the pigs. They don't care. Go for it, David. You can't break the fourth wall. You can't talk about like producer manipulation and like did the producers. They really want the people that think that there's no producers and there's no cameras and this is the real world, and you call people and they pick up on speakerphone when you call, and they want all of that to remain there for the most part.